Okay, I'm live. Fantastic. Alright, let me just put the headphones in. Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome to part 20 of the Dutch, no, not Dutch, German Polen stream, where, well, today I want to build to this station, Gozro Wielkopolski, here, and then, actually, I don't know, Oh no, I've got a dilemma on here. I'll think about I'll think about it when I get there. It's just I don't know if I should terminate the ice train here or at Kostrizin upon the Oder. Because this is like a junction station which could make more sense to terminate it at. If I just let me look at the border at least. Yeah, this might be a bit more sensible to terminate it. I'm not too sure now. Oh bollocks! Oh no! I'll think about it when we get there. But first, we're just going to jump into building, trying to build this line as much as possible. So let's put on the tunes and let's begin. Stupid headphones aren't behaving for me. Come on. Thank you. As soon as I say that, I stop. Hello there, Karas. Welcome to the stream. No, I'm not going to build towards Warsaw, because we don't need to build towards Warsaw on this service. Actually, first I was going to sort out this station. That's what I was going to do, so, Right, so I'm just going to first put on some markers to make sure no electric trains can go through. Diesel or battery. And then the same thing here. Great. So let's sort out Kriz station. Krizzies. So what's the speed limit on the southern bits? They're both essentially the same speed limit here, gotcha. Well, I'll make it 100 just to be... Okay, I know what to do with it. Oh, these headphones are going to drive me up the wall. Okay. So just see. I wonder where everybody else is. I mean, I guess it doesn't really help that I've been very poor and now. Well, I wouldn't say poor, more so lazy. Well, I don't know. I need to. I don't like how late I've been announcing the previous streams. I like to give an hour's notice rather than half an hour. Oh no! Here's me forgetting to speed limit it. Actually, I'm gonna get away with 160, I'd say. No more staggered platforms. Yay! Actually, I got an idea. No. Okay, so, yep. This time I know I am building the right way because this station is on the right, on the direction towards, Gorzo. So I did see that. So I can assure you, Dullname, we are building in the right direction this time. Oh, behave. Thank you. It was a silly mistake on my part, I will admit, but I assure you we are building in the right way. Today. No, I don't think I will, but I don't know how I got so confused there. It's probably because I was building in an area I had no idea where I was. I was sort of building on impulse and thought, okay, well, this is the way we should be going, I think. Which, not exactly a great side of navigation. I think we're going this way. Okay, you think or you know? Alright. Let's move this up. Right, let me just adjust these. Okay, we should be going decently well. Let's might have a sip of my drink. I regret not getting longer songs, or at least longer versions. I was too lazy and I just downloaded. The 3 minutes would suffice, but no, it didn't. I get away with the problem of building the wrong direction because most me lines are improv. Well, I wish I could be as lucky as you. Then again, some lines I built on this were improvised, but they were very short or very yeah, they were kind of short, so it didn't really make too much of a difference. Especially if things went wrong. I agree. Hang on a second. Which one did I download? Yeah, this one is the 6-minute one. So this song I downloaded is fine. It's just some of the other ones I just got shorter ones, and I was just being lazy when I was downloading them. So don't worry. Diamond Dust gives us the full 6 minutes. Alright, let me just add the last pair of platforms they have. So I'll put at 50 kph. Hello there, Crazy Shark, and yes, just as Dullname was asking about, we are going the right way. Yeah, have you no faith in your route builder? Well, do you have no faith in me at all? Really? Am I that bad of a route builder? Excuse me. If I speak, I am in big trouble. Fifth. The Fifth Amendment is tight, isn't it? In the interest of fairness, it has been a while since I have been on the West Coastway. It's not exactly a local line to me, or one I've been on that often. I mean, with the lack of 313s, which, you know, is obviously a good thing, I don't really have much of a reason to go on that line. Oh, and with no 158s going to Brighton anymore, I don't really have a reason to go on the West Coastway. Oh, stupid headphones, behave. Hmm. I'm always sitting here turning this millimeter, this 3.5mm jack forever. There we go. Hello there, Neverbat. How are you doing? We are just building a cruise station, and on our way to well, the station I was talking about earlier. Excuse me. It's interesting how I've gone through a couple of stations on this line where the stations are essentially split into two parts, which is kind of interesting. Sort of reminds me of the well, like the old BR days where you have like stupid stations like Dorking and Dorking Deep Team, which quite frankly should be one station. It really should. I don't see a reason for it not to be. Actually, I'm going to make this 60 kph. Here we go. Great, so this bit sorted. Oops. Where does this line head towards? Where does it go? Where does it go? Oh, Poznan. Oh, nice. Oh, yes, of course. Wigan, Walgate, and Wigan Northwestern. How could we forget? I remember when I first went to Wigan, and I was so surprised with just how close the stations were. I thought they were a bit like. I thought it was more like Birmingham Moor Street and New Street, where there's a distance, but not exactly right next to each other. Distance, but no, those two stations are pretty much right next to each other. It's kind of stupid. Do they beat the Catfords? I think they. That is okay. That's a legitimately good question. Oh, you got me there. I'm gonna find out. With the power of maths-ish. Come on, load up. Right, Catford is there. I don't know. I don't know if they beat it. Let's just quickly. So 100 meters, just under 100 meters for the Catfords, and where are you, Wigan? Oh, it's close. Oh, they're almost exactly the same distance apart, but Catford just beats it. Just. Oh, that's a close one. That was a good one. Well done. I was genuinely interested in that one. Oh, how can we forget West Hampstead's? Yeah, as you said, West Hampstead, and West Hampstead Thameslink. I feel so sorry for the people who've been confused by those stations. Yeah, but to give credit where credit is due, at least West Hampstead has lifts now. And if you are confused, great. Actually, that's really funny. West Hampstead has lifts. West Hampstead has lifts. West Hampstead Thameslink has lifts, but West Hampstead doesn't have lifts. I wouldn't say King's Cross and Pancras count because it's all one station underground connected with subways, where all these other stations are separated. And I think, especially when in the case of the Wigans, they have their own national rail codes. Actually, that's a good question. What about the West Hampstead station? Do they each have their own different code? I forgot. I think they do. I'm just double checking as I'm here. So WHD, yeah. So WHD, WHP, and the other one doesn't have an R code. Okay, fair enough then. West Hampstead Overground should be called West End Lane. If I was to rename the stations, I'm not sure what I would call. I don't know if West End Lane really counts. Like, really, no, not counts, fits, because it still serves West Hampstead. They all do. It would just be better if they were all one continuous station. But that would require probably relocating it. And if you're going to relocate something on the London Overground, well, you're going to get like 800 calls from this small company called Freightliner who will be screaming in your face, saying, "Where do we put our freight trains now?" This line was built to transport freight trains. Where's the freight train, Mansley? Alright. Cannon Street Bankument. I love that. That's a really good nickname, Bankument. I remember somebody did a race the tube one day, and I think they raced the train between. Where did they do? I know it was between. I think it was between Cannon Street and. Ooh, that's a good question. Where did they do it? I'm gonna look. Let me just quickly use the tube map just so I can remember. I forgot where it was. if this stupid thing loads. Come on, tube map. Be a good tube map and load for me. Right, where did he do? I think it was, I think it was Mansion House to Cannon Street. I think. Or Cannon Street to Mansion House, one of the two. It was one of those situations where if you run, like, if you actually run, you can catch up to the tube if you're a really good runner. So I think I'm trying to remember what he did. He was running for the he got off the tube at one of the stations, Mansion House, ran to Cannon Street and caught the same train. And if I'm wrong, I apologise. I think that one's a little less egregious. It's a little less egregious to me, I'd say, but I can understand that one as well. White City and Wood Lane. I remember going to Wood Lane when it opened. It was so cool. Whoa, this new station's opened. And I remember taking photos of the sea stock there, but this was with my crappy camera, and my lack of ability to stabilise or hold a shot correctly means that the pictures I took were rubbish. And I'm kicking myself to the very day about that. Oh well. Can't have everything. Also, something, I can share something funny regarding the song that is currently playing. Albeit, well, related to the game that was currently playing. But the game from the song that is playing. So, obviously the song is from Temple Run 2. And I decided to get a hacked version of Temple Run 2 with infinite gems. And my reasoning was not so much because I was that addicted to the game. No, I wasn't. But because I wanted to see how many times I could die before the game would have reached a cap of the gems it would require you. Because when you die, if you die in Temple Run, to respawn you need to get the gems, which you need to spend money. But it doesn't have a limit. At least I don't think it had a limit, because it would keep doubling every time you would die, because it's those manipulative kind of strategies. So I just deliberately kept dying over and over again. And I remember reaching 65... I think it was 64 million I reached until I started saying, alright, this is very, I don't think it has an end. It was either 70, it was either that or, I'm trying to remember. No, 256 million or something like that, I can't remember. That's annoying. It was a big number, that's for sure. Because it went off to the end of the screen. So I couldn't see the full number. Right. And yes, I remember Hammersmith and Hammersmith. I used to use Hammersmith a lot. And the best thing about that sentence is it applies to both stations, since I use both of them a lot. Since we have relatives who live in Hammersmith. Well, West London, not specifically just Hammersmith. 1, 2... Well, the DLR ones are just a complete joke. They really are. But the thing is that you can't really beat the train in terms of running, even though it's such a short distance, because there's this thing called water in the way. Yeah, I know, it's annoying. Oh, hello there, Bogdan. Welcome along. Welcome along. I was actually thinking of riding some networkers on the weekend with my friend. Since now that Southeastern have Know Your Train, thank goodness, finding trains will be significantly easier now. So I was thinking, well, I might as well ride a few more networkers because I don't really want to ride them when it's like when they schedule a rail tour to get rid of them, because if rail fans are bad at the moment, one shudders how bad they'll be in 5 to 10 years' time. Yeah, I think with Paddington and Paddington, since they're both connected with, a better one would be Edgware Road and Edgware Road. Because those ones aren't directly connected with subways. Right, so I think I'm gonna have Ice Train stop at this station. At Zwirzin. Or should they? Maybe we'll just have them on... Now, I'll make it run non-stop. There's no reason. Stuff these stations in. Maybe... I don't know. I mean, at the moment, I'd say it's alright with Putney. Because you could just get the 37 or 337. No, wait, no. 30... Oh, crap. No, 337. The 30... No, wait, can you... Oh, no, I forgot. Oh, no. How could I forget the bus routes in Putney? I definitely know you can get the 337 at least. I've ridden the networker once to Charing Cross, but it was a Brus-Tachi one and not the Metcam ones. Cool. That's cool. So, do you have to go through the mainline station to get to Hammersmith and City platforms, or can you use a tunnel? Well, the thing here is that, I forgot. I think there's like a bridge you take now. So I think there's a bridge that you take that you avoid the main concourse of the Paddington station. Nah, I think the station's big enough to get a nice train. Alright, fine. I'm gonna try and find one of my layouts to cheese from. Where was it? Was it this one here? No, I remember where. Where are you? Where are you? That is correct, Bogdan. And probably for the best, really. That it no longer has the platforms there. Oh no, I've got lag. Oh, I guess I should build some of this I'm gonna try build some of these blueprints since I'm now getting to lag the game. Alright, fine. Alright, let's start building some of this. The great thing here is that we are so loaded that we have more than enough money in the bank to build all this. Oh. Oh, okay, I can't build what I was about to section. There we go. Try that again. Ooh. Oh, another. Oh, what now? Oh. I already said hi to you, Caress. You don't get another hi. Don't be greedy. I wasn't even trying to build that area. Oh, headphones, behave for once! Alright. Yeah, it somehow decides to build this bit here, even though I didn't want to. Oh, whatever. Again, we're loaded, so it really doesn't make much of a difference. And here is Pila. Or maybe someone's going to come up to me and say, actually, it's Piwa. Whatever. I can't pronounce. Right. I'm still noticing a little bit of lag. Why won't it build? Oh, okay. There we go. Let me just go. Also, let's save the game, just in case something bad happens, like a meteorite strikes. Hmm. If I didn't go to Germany, I would ask for new headphones for Christmas. But, oh well. I'll be grateful with what I have now. Well, yeah, I knew that the mainline platforms at Paddington are separate from the Hammersmith and City ones, but we weren't talking about that. We were talking about the two underground Paddington stations, but they are connected with underground passageways and stuff. Give me a second. Let me just look at the debug menu. No, that's the... Yeah, why is the frame rate so low? What's going on? What I'm probably going to do is build to Gorzel, whatever the station is pronounced. And then I'm going to restart the game, just so it's not lagging like this. We're almost there. See, look. We're almost there. That is correct. Paddington is wired. Hello there, Generator. I just want to confirm with you that we are building in the right direction. So, just because I know you'll be the third person to ask me if we are building in the right way. I can understand at the moment, especially with how big my save is. So, I'm not too sure what's causing my issues, because I'm only just experiencing it right now as I started streaming. For the rest of the day, it's been fine. It's just that when you're trying to recreate the entirety of a country's rail network, some things are bound to go wrong, and I can sort of go, yeah, fine. Because it's not like Poland's a small country. That's the thing. It's huge. So I got a lens delivered today, and unfortunately it's for Canon's crop frame cameras. No! Darn it! Bollocks, you'll have to return it then. Well, my day's been going fine. Uneventful day at work. Helped with a passenger going to Romania, who was Romanian. So, yeah, she was nice. And, what else happened? Well, actually, something did happen. I was waiting for my bus home, and there was a clear and obvious line, and there was some guy who was running for the bus and tried running in front of us, of people standing in line, until I had to point out to him, saying, "There's a line." To which you go, oh, sorry. But I'm just surprised, because this is actually the second time it's happened where somebody has just tried to, not really push past, but tried to queue jump waiting for a bus. A small... what's wrong with some of these people? What's the point? Did she drive a Dacia Sandero? No, she did. Oh, well, actually, I can't confirm or deny that because I didn't know if she drove or not. Her English wasn't the best, so I didn't have like a long conversation with her. I just, chat. I just wanted to make sure she was okay and just, just general chatting and stuff. But not really. I didn't get to ask her about Romania itself, sadly. Rather entertainingly enough, one of my friends is interested in going to Romania, and now I have an incentive to go to Romania because it's become a sort of dumping ground for a bunch of old trains from Europe, like the likes of what is it called, France and Germany, and I think even Denmark too. I wouldn't say he's cheating the system. He was being an idiot by not looking. Again. Indeed, there are a bunch of trains that I've never got the chance to ride on, which are in Romania, and I wouldn't mind giving them a try. Alright, here we are in the town centre. Oh, not used to! They are still used in France today, Jonanator, even if SMCF would love anything not to do with them. I know which ones you're talking about, because when I went to France, I did see them there, and I did get some photos of them, quickly. And I did have a quick look inside, just to see what the interior was like. So, they are still running. Ooh, tapping into our inner leads here with the viaduct and whatnot. Right, so I've reached Gurzo. So I'm just going to quickly restart the game just to make sure it behaves. Because usually turning it on and off again usually helps. Alright, let's see if it works now. I thought that was happening anyway, wasn't it? I could have sworn the government says that they're being abolished. Doesn't really fix the issue. Weird. I'm still seeing some lag. If I speed the game up. Yeah. But funnily enough, my Kaliningrad 387 is a... Oh! My 387 Kaliningrad machine here is actually a great way of seeing how bad the frame rate is. But it seems fine. Ish. Weird. Okay. Don't question it, just keep moving. Oh, frame rate's back to normal. Enable the Steam FPS counter. I don't know how to do that. Performance monitor. Oh, okay. Oh, I can't see it from there, bollocks. Let me just hang on. Bottom left. There we go. I can sort of see it now. 105, 124. Okay, yeah, back to normal. Thank you. Oh, right, okay. Well, if that's the case, let me reread what you just said. So then one person just forced them to accept a certain price, which they could easily just say no and scrap all their trains. Which would, well, that would just be petty. So they're not nationalising it, but future orders will have to be through the government. Why do I see that as a problem? Considering how well the government has been at specifying trains in the past. Anyway, let's sort out this station. What is this song? I forgot what this one was. This was from Swap. Yeah, Foresta Blanca. It's a really nice song. For a level that is basically, well, if you really can't stand bright light, you're gonna hate that level if you play it. Oh, no, not today. No Mario Kart today. It would be petty, but if the train's paid for and the customer's being awkward, the Roscoes will just scrap them and then find overseas buyers for their newer stuff. Well, it's still petty because we're tapping into what in a sort of if I can't win, no one will. Even if there is a reason for it, it's still petty. The oldest trains in Romania still in use are from the 1930s. So, well, I can't be shocked by that if that is the case. Romania has some very, well, I think some of they have a lot of imported things from the past there, but it's mainly from like 90s and early 2000s rather than the 1930s. Oh, okay. Well, it's still Romania still has some Romania logic things there, so no big deal. Yes, but vulture capitalists got a vulture capitalist. I know. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to add the switches as well. And to be fair, if I was a Roscoe and the government said that that's the price and won't budge, I would also considering saying no trains for you. Well, I'm not too knowledgeable on the Roscoe sort of operations, but for some reason I feel like if there was a sort of pettiness like that, the government probably could just go, all your base are belong to us, and just say, just your assets are mine, and well, I don't know. Again, that's what just comes to my head. I'm probably just saying, I'm probably thinking complete balls, but whatever. I don't really know. I don't have much of a horse in the race. All I just want is for trains. All I just want is for trains to be like decent. That's really it. And I just can't stand, like, for me, my biggest issue is more when trains are just poorly designed and there are just so many excuses given for it. That's my biggest issue anyway. All right. Oh, let me check the platform numbers for this station. Okay, we can increase the line speed here. One, two, four. Gotcha. Yeah, I know the DM90s are in Poland. I'm aware of that at least, Bob. Then I've been on a DM. I've been on a DM90 in the past. It was all right, from what I remember. It worked. Alright, let me just check the station name, make sure this is still the correct one. Gozo Yapkolski. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So, the area we're building it is actually served by IRL German trains. Fascinating. The plot thickens. Alright, so did you know that the City 225 seats meet modern fire safety standards? That counters the uncomfortable seats are needed because fire laws are... Exactly! Well, I feel like there was also another argument I've seen, which is that, what was it? Wasn't that sort of debunked with what saying that wasn't even the case? I don't remember. But I feel like if you have to make the seats bad because of fire safety, why are there trains with good seats still running? They should, you know, that's the ultimate argument. That's my ultimate argument. But, okay, we're at least built to here. So, we can now build this and have our ICE TD running. I kind of like, well, not really, but it's moderately entertaining how you'll just flip-flop from random topic to random topic to random topic like that, Bogdan. As if I was just going to stop talking about, you know, the DFT thing or whatever, because, oh, 387 is not in the right livery. On an unrelated note, some bus companies end up running their buses with branded bus routes. They don't use the same branded bus route on a different bus route. That's happened so many times. Yeah, it's just. Okay, let's add the ice line. So, we'll call it ice 70. I think we should start from Gdynia. We'll start from Gdynia, why not? Yeah, I think a Roscoe manufacturer came out and said that the fire safety line is utter bollocks. Oh, there you go. It just doesn't, it never suited right with me. So, 1535. Wouldn't it take a lot of effort to burn down a city? Well, the thing here is that I've always thought is that the most dangerous thing in a fire has never been the fire itself. Because, okay, yeah, third degree burns are bad, but the thing with the thing is that in a fire the most dangerous thing is the smoke, but not just the big black smoke, you know, from the fire. The smoke you can't see. Carbon monoxide is famously known because it's odorless, colourless, and tasteless, meaning you can't react to it. Oh, here the lag's coming back again. Lol. So, yeah, I was never fooled by that argument. Do you think that the DFT might start ordering slightly better trains because they will now have to deal with the fallout? No, I don't think so. The government could make a train they could make a train as bad as possible and people will still defend it, saying it's better than nothing. Because some people are just people have basically been, well, maybe brainwashed is a strong word to use, but they've definitely agreed with the be grateful for crumbs sort of thing, mindset. Well, it's going to be a bit difficult when the when all of those windows are locked out of use. Oh my goodness, this lag. This lag! Alright. Saw pots. Oh my goodness, this is really bad. What the hell's going on? Let me close my... So hang on, Trent Barton's buses are worse than the 195s? Oh no. That's scary. Oh. So it doesn't call that. It uses the fast line here, and it does. I think it will actually reach 200 kph, which is good. And then, yeah, calling in only major stations from here onwards. Here's the thing. You know what? I think the 144 Evo could have worked for small branch, a really, really small branch. Or if they just had like 3 or 4 of them just as like, you know, get out of jail free cards in the yard. I think in that case it would be a little more excusable. Also, thanks for making the bug report, Neverbat. To answer that question, Shah Ali, I go to Google and type in class 144 Evo. You will find the answer somewhere. But basically, it was just a let's try and make the 144 legally viable, because that was the one problem with all the Pacers, is that they weren't really wheelchair accessible. Like, at least enough for, you know, people to accept them. Considering the short platforms on that route, you're probably... I would have to sadly agree with you on that, Bogdan. That's one route where I could accept the 144 Evo on. What do you mean you can't find the path? Oh. There we go. Well, I say sadly, I mean, because, you know, opinions on the Pacer aside, if they did that, at least they wouldn't have to beg Northern for an extra train or two after their fleet of trains sort of didn't work anymore. Oh, my trip there was really good. Well, minus Deutsche Bahn, but thanks for the belated birthday wishes. Well, don't force yourself. I'm not here. Get it? You know, desperate for you to ride on that train. Okay. Right, so we got the track, so we got the line sorted. Now it's the fun parts, actually timetabling the service. Alright, let's go. Let's see how we can sort this out. So 528, 58. Maybe I could probably slot it in between Ice 14 and ICO 3 probably, because 58. Oh wait, no, I can't because that runs. No, because 28, 20. 5. What about 658? Okay, what about, yeah, that can work. Let's try 658 because it fits into this. All right, let's see. Let's see what this works. So, IC 70. And 658. Right, I'll just read this. I remember how the arrangement was pre 250 on the month. Oh, I really don't care about that. I don't care. No, we can't use the BR407 because this is an unelectrified route. We are using the ICE TD. This thing here. Timetable. The ICE TD doesn't run in service anymore because Deutsche Bahn changed its mind regarding paying this thing called diesel fuel. It costs too much money, and thus it was never seen again. Alright, so where is the other station? Yeah, we are bringing it back for our save. Even if we do have some short turnaround times, we'll live. So, let me just see. I need to go for a bit. Alright, see you in a bit. So, 6:58. Let's see how well I've threaded this train in. Where are we? Where's the... Yeah, let me just see how well I've threaded it. Platform 2. So that jumps ahead, which is fine. Okay, I think. Let me just double check here quickly. On the through platforms, 13, 16. 12:20, 12:27. Oh, okay. Perfect. I think I've sorted that. I think that's all sorted perfectly. 16. Yeah. No, wait. Hang on a moment. Wait a minute. That terminates at 24 and that arrives at 20. Let me just slew it by 1 minute. Maybe give an extra minute waiting at Skadinia. Oh, that did nothing. I've wasted 2. Alright, I think that's a little bit more of a breather there. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so now let's find out. There is a single line section. I want to make sure that the trains pass before that. Which is, in this bit here is a single track here. Zlotto. 11. So, looks like... Hmm. 10:54. So 56, 40. Okay, good. Right, I think that works then. Although I don't like how late it is in comparison. Let me just slow it by 2 apples. Here we are. Okay, 22:59. Okay, down. Oh, Gdynia. And then it sods off to the depot. $23. Good. And so 5:59 here. I was considering using the IC4 trains that are the DSB ones on this save. I was considering that as a funny joke, but I just couldn't bring myself to it. Although now that I say that, what's their capacity like in comparison to the ICE TD? I'm curious. DK. I'm curious about it. Oh, hang on a second. I think that's actually better than the iced tea. Yeah, it's actually yeah. Capacity's better. The acceleration is better. You know what? I'm tempted to just have a cheeky one just running behind everyone's back. That'd be a funny idea. I'm gonna do that. Although it technically lacks first class, I think. Oh, actually, I thought they did have first class. Yeah, I'm actually gonna put one in just as a laugh, but not on the, this one here. I'll use it on the other diagram. So where do these two trains pass? Somewhere. So they do pass before the single line section, which is good. The thing is, considering the other DSB IC3 has run in Germany to Hamburg, I wouldn't say this is too far-fetched, so I think this is going to be kind of funny. Right, 8:37, so 8:59. So get another iced tea on this one, and then the other diagram I'll put the other train on. So I think, let's see, I think the other one I'll start from Cholsnice. $5:30. So I'm only using it because it's funny. So 5:30. $6.59. $18.59, and it terminates up back at Chotney's. Perfect. Now we'll bring in our this thing here. There we are. Open the line. And I'm just going to also add signals at each station just to make sure things don't get completely screwed on the line. Just make sure we got all the bare minimum amount of signals. So I think we do. Oh wait, I didn't have any here. Silly Billy. . Great. Let's see how this goes. How bad will it be? Hey, welcome back, Ice TD. Nice to see you. Now make me money. And there is our totally iced tea. Mmm, delicious. So you can't even tell them apart. Yeah, and this bit here we can do 200 kph, which is great. Wait, hang on. Oh! I thought it didn't stop there for some reason. I was close. I thought I made a cock up. Whoops. But no, we're fine. So now we followed some ice trains up. As we do 200 kph on the fast lines. Oh, this is very, very well. I'm very happy with this so far. I might need to add alternate platform numbers in a second, so but for now we're doing good. Oh, thank you, headphones, for coming out again. Well, this service is doing very well. I'm really happy. Yay! Though I really should have like a stopping service or a regional express service running to Chill's needs. Maybe it should terminate here. Where does this line continue to? Let me see. I'm not too sure at the moment. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure what to do next, actually. Because if I was going to add the stopping services, I'll need to add the stations in between, which that's just going to... I need to build those extra stations. Which means I have to basically pause the game and well, wait until... I'm not too sure where to build next. Where does this line keep going to up here? And where does this one go? Beauty goats. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know what to do next. I logically should just do the stopping service, which I'm probably going to use Lint 41s on, because this would be too far on a battery train, I think. Because it would have to go there and back. It would. Oh, would it? I don't know. Let me take a look at the Flirt Aku's range. What's the range of the Flirt Aku? Okay. 150 kph, up to 150. Because you have to go there and back. So what's the distance to Children's? Hang on, let me just take a look. You know, it might be able to make it. Thank goodness you don't have to worry about fuel in Nimby rails. Not yet. Well, let me just lay out the line at least. I'm going to lay out the line, and then from there, we can I can work out the... Yeah, so RB3. Suto, where's we go? I'm trying to think. It might make sense to have this train terminate here. It's a bit far for... No. It'll be too far if it goes there. So we'll make it... We'll go to... There. Portslow. We just type that in. Oh, it's now Monday, so how busy is the line? Seems okay so far. Well, actually... Oh, no. Well, me and my big mouth. Oh, great. Now I really have to have that regional service. Well, the trains are now full to the brim. I now have to do that. So that sucks. But it's also not unexpected. So 350, 25. You should have a service using the RE6 coaches. Well, I already have a plan with that, but I wasn't going to use it on this line. I was going to use it on a line that goes closer to the coast. Probably towards Kostalin or something like that. There's some lines here that are electrified, and I was thinking that could be the Regional Express one, which I'll use those the married pair coaches, which is what they're called. Although, I know it's not exactly a Regional Express. I'm trying to see how close. No. Yeah, I'll stick to my guns. What I'm going to do. Yeah. Alright, so what was I doing? Yeah. So I'm just going to at least lay this service out. And then I can add the stations later. Oh yeah, still in me. Because I really need to get these sorted, otherwise I'm just going to have that line is just going to be full of refunds. Well, I've just looked at here. I mean, the distance there and back is 200 kilometers, and that'll be, I mean, just to Chojny, so we can't use the battery Akus. We'll have to use bog standard diesel ones. Lint 54s. Oh well. Or maybe you can use BR218s with Dostos. Actually, yeah, we'll do that instead. They have high capacity. As well as a cool factor. Alright then. First of all, let me double check the length of the train, how long it will be. With Dostos and whatnot. Where are you? Where are you? One, two, three, four, five. 580, yeah, more than enough. And the length, diesel. 150 meters. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, again with the random sort of topic change, just it's on. I'm aware of it, so you know, stop. Right, let me just add the first set of stations here on this section. Let me just copy a station template. Just join them up. And then another station here. Next one's here. I'll probably be able to at least, hopefully, do the stations on this section before I get tired and need to go to bed. Can't be able to do the real life layout. We'll just do something simpler. And then station here. Okay, so those stations... Let me just get the names of the stations and... Right, so... After... Where's Nice? There we are. So... Krojanti. Reitel. Reitel Weiss. Gotterweek. Right, so that's that section sorted at least. Cool. Now, next set of stations. Oh crap! I paused it. I unpaused the game. Almost would have screwed over the trains there. I was close. Whoops a daisy. That was very close. Oh, my favourite station name, Lag, or at least area name. Is that the next station line? Oh, it is Lag. Oh yeah, I get to have a station called Lag. Excellent. How appropriate. Oop. Again, being lazy with the layouts. Next station's here. And connecting up. There, good. Next stop here, which I'm going to be lazy. Oh, thank goodness, this is... I'm very glad this is nowhere near as difficult as I thought it was going to be. Or time consuming, because I'm almost done, I think. Halfway, at least. Yeah, I'm almost done the stations, which is great. Brilliant. Oh. Well, if I run regional express trains, I can have them stop here at least. This seems like a decent enough station to stop. I don't know if they'll have a regional express service run this way though. I just can't think of a decent route you could go. But you know, just in case, you know, the option's there at least. There we go. And, oh my god, look at that! 426 passengers here. So, I'll definitely need to sort that out when I, by adding this new service. And let me just rename the next set of stations. Lad Sarnas Wolda. So Kamina Karzna, which just looks like a station in the middle of a forest from this picture I've seen of it on Wikipedia. Kaliska. Bytona. Oh, have I missed the station off? Indeed I did. Whoops. Wasn't looking. No matter. So this is Zbluo. And then Pinsin. Pinsis. Pines and nice. Good, okay, station's named. Now last sets. Right, we just adjust this. And then a station here. There's the next station here. Right, and then if we can add the service properly. Yay! Great. Fantastic. Okay, last set of stations to name. So after here, so I can't pronounce that. Then what? Oh, okay, I'll skip this just because I pray for people. Swallow. Swallows in. So rockety key. So rockety Tisuki. Awesome. Right, now that's sorted. We can now properly add the services. Yay. Also, let me just refresh the line timings quickly. There we go. So let me add the stations. Still good. Cheers. And all these, plenty of other stations en route. Including these last two I need to add quickly as well, which I just remembered. 100 kph and make the viaduct here. Great. So, what's this station called? Let's just quickly see. Yeah. Brizno Ksluchi. Glucholitsky, whatever you pronounce it. I can't pronounce some of these station names. And I'm going to revive this bay platform here. Well, this platform, not really a bay platform, but we'll make it terminate on that. And then the through trains will use the island platform here. T. Flip. Okay. Right, so that's that almost pretty much sorted. Oh, no concurrent viewers. Oh well, it was bound to happen. I guess everyone's just fallen asleep today. Well, it's not the end of the world. I'll live. Who needs viewers? Yeah, everyone else is just going. It's... I'm just checking a few things quickly. So, 1, 2, 5. You're going as well. Alright, man. Well, good night. I'm going to end the stream in a bit anyway, so bye-bye. See you later, Bogdan. Alright, let's make this train terminate. Now, have I missed some switches? Let's see, because I'm getting... I feel like I've missed a few switches somewhere. Let me just check. I'm just. What do you mean? Why is it reversing to get platform 11? Oh, that's because it can't access platform 11. Oh, because I forgot the switches. Oh, well, I think we might as well. Okay, well, you make it use platform 12 then. Okay, fine. And I'm probably going to end the stream soon because there are 0 concurrent viewers. Everyone's probably fallen asleep. Poor thing. And for a moment, a brief moment, I actually forgot I was streaming. Alright, well, I've at least got that service sorted out. I'm going to add more of the switches on there to make more flexible platforms, but for now, I'm good. I'm just going to tune in for tonight. Tune out for tonight. So that'll be it. So thank you everyone for coming along. And good thanks to the crickets for staying around. And I'll speak to you all later. Goodbye! End stream button pressed.